Hey everybody, we are here today to tell you the pros and cons of living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So stick around and we'll give you all of our information. Hey everybody, it's Lisa Allen and my sweetheart Will Berry.
Hey.
I'm a local real estate agent here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and we hope this page brings you some value. I really appreciate you watching our videos. If there's any comments you have, you know how to type in below, and we'll be glad to read and take care of those. And please be sure to like and subscribe so we know you're getting some value from us and that we're just doing some good in the world.
Right.
So here we go with our pros and cons. And number one on my pro list is the weather. What's today?
Today is Monday, February the 26th.
And did we get to sit outside in the sun a little bit today?
We did, yes. We sat out on the chairs on the deck and the sun was great.
It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. Went and looked at the flowers too.
We have a really mild climate here in Winston-Salem. Average temperatures are 69 in the spring. We average 87 in the summer, 72 in fall, and 50 degrees in the winter. Yes, for all you northern friends, I did say 50 degrees is our average temperature in the winter. So it's really mild and wonderful here. Yeah. We get about 45 inches of rainfall per year. Supposed to get 6 inches of snow, but that really never happens in the last couple of years. And average 216 days of sunshine per year.
Exactly. It's over 50 right now outside. Wednesday projected to be 70, and we're a couple of days away from March, and we're looking at 70-degree weather. So you can wear shorts in the winter, and then next week we may have cold weather again. So we'll break out the big jackets. Either way, you're pretty much going to enjoy the climate down here.
Yes. Going along with the weather is the changing of seasons, and that's one of my favorite things. I love when we're obviously in winter right now, but you have the springtime to look forward to. I just looked in some of my hydrangeas are getting ready to bud out, and it's so cute. So you have warm weather to look forward to, and then you get summertime, you get nice and warm days for swimming or outdoor cookouts, just a lot of good things. Then right when you're done with the humidity, the fall comes and it's just beautiful. Leaves changing the seasons, kids go back to school, just all the good things. And then you look forward to winter and the holidays to hibernate again.
Okay, so the second pro for living in Winston-Salem, and actually in the Triad area is what I like to call it, is the outdoor recreation. We have walking trails, bike paths. Of course, there's a lot of tennis courts here, a lot of outdoor swimming pools. So that's really cool. Nearby lakes, let's say you want to do some fishing, kayaking. You've got Yadkin Lake. Well, we call it the Yadkin River, actually. Yeah. Yadkin Lake, Yadkin River. We got Salem Lake, High Rock Lake, Lake Tomalex, and Baden Lake if you want to venture out a little bit farther. But you know, we've got Tanglewood Park. Everybody knows Tanglewood. It's got, I mean, you can spend 2 days there easily just walking around exploring all the things there. Quarry Park, really nice. So we have Stone Mountain, which is great for hiking. And if you like golf, you know, there's Tanglewood. Tanglewood has 2 parks. We've got parks all throughout the area. There's over 20 golf courses located within a 35-mile radius. So any golfer can come down here and compete at any level, and you can have a really good time.
So number 3 on our list of pros for living in Winston-Salem is our proximity to the mountains and the ocean. We're kind of centrally located into North Carolina. So you're just 3 hours or so away from Carolina Beach, one of the most beautiful kind of pristine small family beaches, Curie Beach. And then the Outer Banks, there's one where they have the wild horses that run free. It's really cool to go see that. Myrtle Beach, right down in South Carolina, that's very popular all over the country. I think people know about Myrtle Beach. Sure. And then if you don't like the beach, the mountains. We've got Asheville with the Biltmore Estate House that everybody needs to see. We've got Boone, Blowing Rock, and then we mentioned other local mountains around here.
Yeah.
But
Canyon Rock.
we're not far from other attractions
Carowinds.
throughout North Carolina. Oh, Carowinds. I forgot about the zoo in Asheville, the North Carolina Zoo. That's really cool.
Really, really awesome. Killer polar bear exhibit at North Carolina Zoo.
Oh, cool. Other attractions nearby, not in Winston-Salem, but close drive away, is Carowinds, like we mentioned, the North Carolina Zoo, and Lazy Five Ranch is a really cool place where they have all kinds of animals, but you can also drive your car through and the animals come right up to you and you can feed them out of a little bucket. It's really cool and kind of comical too when they stick their head through your window. Have some funny video that we don't need anybody else to see. But you have Dan Nichols Park in Salisbury. And actually, North Carolina has 39 state parks from the mountains in Piedmont to the ocean. So there are so much to do. Just a short drive, a few hours or half a day or something to see some really cool attractions. And so that's a really good thing. That was our number 3, the proximity of other really cool attractions. Number 4.
I was just going to say on number 3, 39 state parks. Just think that's 39 weekends. 39 weekend ideas, no thinking. If you just wanted to do state parks, you could spend 39 weekends exploring.
Challenge accepted.
Well, you're very welcome, ma'am.
We're going to do that.
Well, I didn't say all that. I said, I'm talking to the viewers there. If you wanted to do 39 weekends, all right? So, are we on number 4 already?
We are.
All right.
This is going along.
Well, when you hit number 4, then you have to remind people to hit the like button and subscribe. Please add comments, anything you think we could do better. If you don't like, the color of our shirts, if we should change them up, if we should wear hats. I wanted to wear a cowboy hat, but she said no. So if you have any ideas, just throw them in the comment section. If not, let's go on to number 4, which is really cool because number 4 is there's always something going on. And when you live around this area, we just said you had 39 weekends to do the state parks, but we have festivals, we have craft fairs, music events, of course, sporting events. So we have a lot of good sporting events. A lot of the big NCAA teams come down to play. App State, Wake Forest, NC State, Duke, all those. But we also have a lot of just regular festivals, and downtown Winston-Salem hosts a lot of craft fairs. We have Arts in the Park, which is in Bailey Park. That's in the summer during the weekends. We have,
really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Also the Jazz Fest, I believe. Yeah, we have Jazz Fest, which is really cool. You have the Jazz Festival downtown Winston-Salem.
Food truck festivals. That's really cool.
Speaking of which, our church,
yeah.
Union Grove Baptist Church, is having a food truck festival on a Friday, March the 8th at
between 5 to 8.
Between 5 to 8.
Yes, bring your own chair.
That's right. Bring your own chair. Come on out. You'll love it. We have a great church and great people, great volunteers that are helping to work this food truck festival. So come on out and enjoy it. That's just one of the things that we mentioned. We also have the barbecue festival in Lexington that happens the first Saturday in October, I believe. We've got the Piedmont Earth Day Fair. That's really, really cool. Of course, the Carolina Classic Fair comes around every year.
Yes.
And they have that over there at the Winston-Salem Coliseum, also where we have the big events when Wake Forest plays. Also have an ice skating rink and some other things in there. And our minor league hockey team, the Winston-Salem Thunderbirds, they play in that same arena as well. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
The best sporting events, though, are the T-ball games at Arcadia featuring these little cuties.
Oh, this is true, yeah.
So number 5 on our pros for living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina is our well-designed infrastructure. Our highways and interstates that run through here make getting around very convenient. I just, looked at some Winston-Salem websites earlier, and the comments were, your commute time is low. In 10 minutes, you can be anywhere. And actually, the average commute time is 22 minutes around here, so that is kind of hard to beat. It just gives you a little bit of time to drive home and detox from work before you get to the house. So it's very easy, and that's our little Georgie. We're babysitting this week, Mr. Georgie. So number 6 on our pros of moving to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, is our affordable housing and our cost of living. We are, compared to other metro cities, well below the average on cost of living. We have been ranked by livability.com. It's a website that ranks cities all over the nation, and voted us top 5 nationwide for first-time home buyers and for resale value. Awesome. And they take into account the affordability of the houses and our quality of life too. And Business Insider magazine ranked us among the top 18, actually ranked us number 18 for best places to live in the South for affordability. And they also mentioned quality of life too. So that's kind of a big thing here that we're pretty good with.
You're right about that. And I think one great thing about the cost of living here is the low property taxes compared to other cities. I mean, I've never lived in a big city. I've always lived in the little small cities, and I can only imagine, I hear the TV say people are paying really high property rates, but our property rates, depending on your location, let's say you have a average $300,000 home, your yearly property tax is going to be between $2,000 and $3,000, between $2,000 and $3,000 a year. That's very, very affordable and very low compared to other states.
And for our friends in the north, yes, he did say per year. That's not per month.
That's correct. That's per year.
So yeah, it makes living here pretty affordable.
Exactly. You buy your house, they're going to put it in escrow.
Also, check out our other videos below, because we went into a lot of detail about housing cost and the cost of living in our other videos. So check those out too. But number 7 in our pros for living in Winston-Salem
is our history and charm and the small town feel.
Yeah.
So the small town feel is really nice. You start getting to see people that you see every day. So, and guess what we do here? It's kind of weird.
Friendly.
A lot of people don't do this, but when we drive by people on the road, sometimes we do this.
Hey.
And if they're working in the yard mowing and you ride by and they see you, throw up a hand. And they do the same to you. And it's kind of neat. So that's one of the really, really good things.
I like the history of the town. We're not new by any means. Founded in the 1700s. We still have a little village, Old Salem, that has the houses from the 1700s, cobblestone streets, and they still, the people that work there, it's like you're stepping back in time to visit for day trips. They have the Old Salem Museum.
Yeah.
And we did a whole lot more about that in our 24 reasons to move to Winston-Salem. So yeah, check out that video also. Another thing about the history of Winston-Salem, we're not just a brand new city with no character or anything. We have the Renolda House, the Grayland House. Downtown, you have brand new buildings right next to old historical buildings. So it's really cool, the different architecture you get and the history of the town. So yeah. Number 8 in our pros.
All right, number 8, access to world-renowned healthcare and higher education.
Yep.
What does this world run on? Well, you have to have people who know what they're doing, that are highly trained and knowledgeable in their craft. And we're privileged to have Wake Forest University and Wake Forest Baptist Hospital right here in Winston-Salem. Okay, the university is nationally ranked.
Yes.
It's a medical school and a hospital. It also houses a comprehensive cancer center. Unfortunately, that's really big. And Brenner's Children's Hospital. Now, as I was saying about the amazing
hospitals, medical care.
Exactly. I'm sorry, I lost my thinking hat there. I need to go back and get some higher education.
Speaking of higher education.
Exactly. We offer Wake Forest University, UNC School of the Arts, Winston-Salem State University, Salem College, Carolina University, and Carolina University actually used to be Piedmont Baptist College, and now it is Carolina University, and it's actually training missionaries to go out into the world and spread the word. Southern Living Magazine named us one of the best college towns in the South. So that's a pretty cool little distinction.
I hope you enjoyed the pro list that we have for Winston-Salem. Now we're going to tell you a few cons. And as wonderful as we've made Winston-Salem out to be, there are a few things that we think people want to know. And I'm not going to tell you any, like, it's so beautiful here, it hurts your eyes as a con. I'll tell you, you know, the things that we think are just drawbacks to living here. We don't always just give away puppies and ice cream, so there are little things to know. And number one on our cons list is the allergy season, and it's getting ready to move in. Do you have allergies?
No, but I had them when I was younger. But I know we put that down as a con, but I mean, people, if they're going to move anywhere in the South, you are going to deal with that. So
yeah, I didn't start getting allergies until I was in my 40s. So they are aggravating. They can be. Spring, we have the tree pollen. So, you know, you're going to have a yellow dusting on everything. That's right. So don't wash your car for a while. You open your windows to get a little cross breeze. The pollen's going to come in there too. And during allergy season, you can get the itchy, watery eyes, sneezing, headaches, and stuff. So just be aware if you move here. Make sure you have your Flonase or Zyrtec, or talk to your doctor, but it's all manageable and all good. And they give you the little pollen counts on the news every day about, you know, the allergy season here. Number two on our cons is the summer humidity. If you have kind of naturally curly hair, by the end of the day, it'll be out here. But, you know, we just learned to live with it.
Yep.
And July is usually the hottest month for humidity, the highest humidity. But it's just something you kind of learn to deal with. And when fall gets here, you think, oh, I survived another summer. But it was pretty cool. Number three, we're still in the seller's market here. Yep. Housing is picking up, so it's not like it used to be with the killer, you know, bidding wars and stuff like that. But because we are seeing a little bit of uptick in inventory, but it is still a seller's market. So we've got to be a little bit strategic in looking for houses and stuff when we do that.
I think one thing that people may be doing, a lot of the sellers are sitting on the sidelines saying, you know what? I think if I wait a little bit, if I wait till summertime, I bet I can get a lot more money for my house. Well, and that may be good reasoning because I'm sure you have a lot of equity built up. But the buyers are out there and they're looking for houses right now. So who knows what summer's going to bring? Right now, we're sitting at between 6 and 7% interest on a home loan.
Right now in the Triad MLS as a whole, we've got around 2,800 houses listed for sale, active for sale. Just in Winston-Salem, it's a little less than 400, and the price ranges vary greatly too. So that's kind of, like I said, we're going to be a little strategic in finding our house, but we can do it.
Exactly.
Number four.
That's what we're here for.
Yes. Number four in cons is the downtown parking. He works down there, so I'm going to let him talk about that.
Well, thank you very much, by the way.
You're welcome.
Downtown parking is tough. I don't know what the city leaders were thinking, but they have a really good system when you're in the middle of downtown. You're using you can use your debit card. They have a little machine, you just swipe it and it'll give you a number. But you have to be very careful at some of these restaurants and places that you park, maybe in the afternoon or the evening. They have cameras up and a sign that says this is private parking. And when you pull in to park and walk across the street to go to Wise Man Brewing or something, and you're not thinking, when you come back and leave, they'll send you violation in the mail with your tag number, and it's usually in an outrageous amount. It can be $90 to $100 for an hour parking. So just be careful of that. We have a lot of one-way streets in downtown Winston-Salem. That's another con. Unfortunately, it is hard to park. It's hard to find a place to park.
Especially when you're not a good parallel parker. That's like I am.
Exactly. Now, we do have parking decks. We have quite a few of those. So, swipe your card, get in, and you kind of know what you're going to pay when you come out.
Number 5, our last con for moving to Winston-Salem is kind of our lack of shopping centers. It's sad because when I was growing up here, we had Haynes Mall. It's still here, but a lot of the anchor stores like Sears and
JCPenney.
Well, JCPenney's still there.
Okay.
Macy's is gone.
Macy's.
And just COVID took a big toll on our brick and mortar. Is still there.
Macy's?
Okay. Macy's is gone.
Yeah, Macy's. I know. Auntie Anne's is still there.
Yes.
That's all I care
a lot
about.
of brick and mortars. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of brick and mortars took a toll during COVID. We still have Haynes Mall. We have Thruway Shopping Center with really cool, some boutique. Sadly, Steinmart was there and COVID took it from us.
That was right.
And you still have the major things. You have Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, Costco, Sam's, all that, and several of them all across the city, from down here on Haynesville Boulevard and on the university side, northern Winston-Salem too. So there is a lot of shopping, but a lot of it has gone missing since COVID happened. I still like to go to Haynes Mall. I think I'll always will, but there's a lot missing there now. But
that's correct.
Because so many people shop online now.
That's right.
But it is fun to still walk around the shops, especially downtown, all the cool little boutiques and
Shop Winston-Salem.
Yeah, the local handmade artisans and stuff like that's pretty cool. So that, my friends, is the pros and cons of living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I hope that we brought you some value, like I said. And if there's anything else you want to know about Winston-Salem, please ask. Comment below. We again look forward to talking with anyone who's interested in moving to Winston-Salem, and I hope you guys have a great day, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sure. And one more thing before we go, there was many more pros than there were cons, so just remember that.
Oh yeah, it took me a while to even think of cons.